What's up everyone, John Renger from Techno Buffalo here. Apple sent out invitations for an upcoming March 9th event, and I think it's going to focus mostly on Apple Watch. Thought it could be fun to talk about other things that they might announce and things that have been rumored for quite some time. So here are 5 things that you can expect from the Apple event. Number 1, this one's the obvious and certainly way most likely, just tons of Apple Watch news. So we already know what the Apple Watch will do. We know that it's coming out sometime in April, but we don't have a precise release date, nor do we know how much things are going to cost, how much more expensive models are going to be, and all that pricing information. Better yet, Apple still hasn't said how long the freaking battery is going to last, so the company might take the opportunity to talk about that, especially following rumors about the device potentially getting less than a day with regular use. So Apple typically likes to rehash information it's already talked about at the event. So at March 9th, it's probably going to spend plenty of time talking about the OS things we've already seen. But the device's arrival is set to be just over a month away, so hopefully we'll see how it'll play with some of the bigger apps that are currently on the market. Hopefully we'll get some demonstrations for what it can do. Apple supposedly has been putting a ton of pressure on some of the biggest app developers to finish and getting things ready for launch. There's a possibility we'll get some slick on-stage demos about how the wearable, you can just draw pretty pictures with it and send them to your friends. Number 2, the 12-inch MacBook Air. It's been a long time coming, but Apple might finally announce the rumored 12-inch MBA, which has been circulating in the rumor mill since I was like 8. But beginning in 2015, it was when one of the biggest rumor bombs was dropped on 9to5 Mac, when they showed a ton of confidential details about Apple's new laptop, saying the device will be the company's thinnest and lightest yet, which you kind of expect. Reports said the 12-inch MacBook Air will supposedly be even narrower than Apple's 11-inch model, suggesting the device will be both bezel-less and feature a keyboard that's just smaller and more cramped than what we're usually used to. And also, look at those renders. It looks so pretty. And number 3, you can probably put this one under like the less likely of things to happen, but it has been rumored for a while. It is just a larger iPad, sometimes called or referenced as the iPad Pro. Apple's new MacBook Air might not be the only new 12-inch gadget getting added to the company's portfolio. There have been plenty of rumors about a new 12-inch iPad dubbed iPad Pro coming to Apple. Their iPad lineup hasn't found the same success it once had over the past few years, which could give Apple the freedom to experiment with just new form factors. Chances are, though, it won't look too different compared to the current iPad Air 2, just larger, and it could have some feature-rich emphasis on content creation. At least that's what I expect. Now we're getting to probably the more unlikely, but I don't know what to call this one, so I'm just going to call it the Apple Surface. So Apple's 12-inch iPad could simply be that, just a 12-inch iPad. Some of the more dubious and juicy rumors of the device feature kind of a hybrid of sorts like Microsoft Surface. Apple's already said it's got iterations combining the experience of OS X and iOS, but what is it? If Apple did introduce a hybrid device, it seems unlikely, especially with a 12-inch MacBook Air on the way, but would certainly give Apple's iPad lineup a nice jolt of adrenaline, which it certainly needs. And Steve Jobs once famously said, when asked about cannibalizing their own product, saying, I'd cannibalize my own product than somebody else do it. So I don't know, maybe a 12-inch iPad and 12-inch MacBook Air and this crazy hybrid can live together in synergy. And number 5, this one is definitely going to happen in some form. It's surprises! Surprise! There's a chance Apple might introduce a new subscription-based streaming service based on Beats Music, although that might not be official until WWDC in June. Beyond that, what kind of surprise might Apple have in store? I mean, I don't know. Maybe some information about allowing users to beta test future versions of iOS. There's also been a lot of crazy patents that have shown up for the past several years, and those generally are not an indicator at all of what to expect. But imagine like Apple VR, it seems unlikely. Apple Lightsaber, Apple Pay rolling out to more countries, so many questions. But fortunately, March 9th, not that far away. So what do you guys think? Most likely it's going to be just a ton of Apple Watch news, but that'll be fun to say 5 things in an ideal world that we could see come from an Apple product launch. I want to hear your thoughts on it. Thumbs up if you're excited about what they're going to announce. Until next time, I'm John Renger from Techno Buffalo. If you like what you see here, hit the big subscribe button to get the latest tech news delivered fresh to your inbox every single day. See you guys in the next one.